Hello and welcome to TA for Traders. It's Tuesday the 27th of June and I'm Nigel Croft. In this short video we'll be looking at the charts on the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. So charts on the loonie. What we'll see is that there may be a short-term bounce, but the picture remains negative. Okay, so here we are as usual on the daily, and you can see that we're pushing towards the bottom of this very short term flag that we've been experiencing on the downside for the last maybe 2 weeks. Flag, you can see that we've had a picture of higher lows. And obviously the upper boundary is signified by the downtrend through there. To me, it looks like even though the RSI is having a non-confirmation, there may be a short-term bounce because of that, but this is just a flag and we will see an eventual break to the downside. You can see that when I did a previous video, I had this uptrend line in place. I've left that on just to show you what happens when a flag gets broken, because there we had a downside flag that got broken and here we are again, and as I said, I expect it to get broken to the downside. Even though on the RSI there has been a slight non-confirmation, we're still below the 50 and it's not yet creating an uptrend, so it's still indicative of negative momentum. And the MACD, are, even though they're tracking together, are tracking downwards. On the weekly picture, here you can see that we're perhaps towards the lower boundary of an uptrend. But we are below the moving averages, and specifically we've now fallen below the 50-week moving average. These moving averages, especially the 20-week, will start to roll over very shortly, and I would expect to push down. First support on the weekly is at 130, and then we're down to 127.75. The RSI here is indicative of negative momentum as it's in a downtrend and below 50, presently 44.6, and the MACD have just tracked down and are just signaling a sell. On the 4 hour, again you can see the flag, you can see we're pushing towards the lower boundary. The moving averages, the 20 and 50, are moving downwards. The 20 has just crossed the 50 in a bearish formation to create a bear cross. That's negative for the medium term picture. RSI is negative, back below 50, 41.5 in a downtrend. And really on this chart, the only thing that's not pointing down at the moment is the MACD, which is a flat lining. But if we do move down, expect those to move down and shout out sell as well. So looking at the support resistance levels, on the upside 32.56, which is the 50 average from the 4 hour, then 33.51, with supports at 32.083 and 31.651. So that's been TA for Traders, having a look at the US dollar against Canadian dollar. It all did look negative. Just to clarify the key points, overall negative. Short-term bounce could be possible looking at the non-confirmation on the RSI, but it will only be short-lived. The weekly looks very vulnerable and all the moving averages are giving a push to the downside. Thanks for watching. Please remember these videos are for educational purposes only and are not meant as an investment recommendation. Thank you.